Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's DSG Clan back with another video. Today we'll be showing you guys the best jump shots, packages, and tips and tricks for shooting. Now, keep in mind this is all opinion based, so if you guys don't like what you see, that's not our fault. It's all about preference, but you know. So, for now I'm going to be showing you guys my 3 favorite releases, not necessarily just for guards, for big men too. So, this is like one of the most popular releases this year, my personal favorite. Release speed doesn't matter that much, but the base is Dwayne Wade. Release 1, 13. Release 2, 45, and then it's a 50-50 blending. Some people like max speed, some people like second. I have it set to this. That's just personal preference, though. Everything is about personal preference. For the second release, we have base Dwayne Wade, Release 1 Larry Bird, and Release 2 Dirk Nowitzki. Everything is personal preference. So if you want it to be slightly slower, if you think it's too fast, put it down some. I have it set to this. And then the animation blending, I have it set to 5149 instead of 50-50 or anything else. I don't know. I just thought it's the most smooth. So for the third and final release, it's usually a big man's jump shot, but guards can use it too, obviously. For the base, you have Jumpshot 38, one of the more common releases. Release 1 and Release 2 are both Rudy Gay. I have it set to max speed. Everything's personal preference. And then for the animation blending, it's 40-60. I don't know. I just like it better like that. If you got a problem with that, go somewhere else. And for the dribble moves, for dribble style, I have quick. One of the more common ones, obviously. This is for guards, by the way. If you guys don't have an 85 ball handler up, I'm sorry. This just isn't the part for you. For the moving crossover, I have Pro 2. Moving behind the back, Pro 3. Moving spins, almost always you want Basic 1. I've never seen anybody that's a professional dribbler use something other than Basic 1. If you guys find one, that's fine. I think I might have seen one person use Normal 2 before. That's fine. I'm just saying, most people use Moving Spin 1. For moving hesitations, we have Pro 1, one of the better ones. Obviously, it's personal preference. There are a few that are nice. For the SIG size up, almost everybody chooses Curry. It's just a lot easier to make. Everything is easier when you choose Curry's. I don't know why, just is. For the park size up, we have Park 11. For basic size up, you have, I have Pro 2. I like it because it helps you do the Ty Lawson from 2K17. It's not nearly as good, but it's still alright. For the size up escape packages, we have Pro 5. And for the triple threat styles, this one probably matters the least, but I have Normal 2. It's really up to you guys. So, everything is personal preference, but I have vibration on because vibration to me makes everything a lot easier to time, especially without a meter. Now for through throws, I really can't time my through throws without meter, so I have the meter on for through throws only. Shot timing, I have that set. I don't actually like the other. I don't even know what else it is. Real player percentage, that thing. I don't actually know the difference, but I just have this set. Shot aiming, most people have on, but I personally have it off. It's really good this year for fades and stuff. I know that there was a patch, but it's still pretty overpowered. I don't personally like it, though. And one thing that's nobody has really seen. I saw one person do something on this. Defensive assist with intensity. You can set it to whatever you want. I would not recommend going higher than 25, though. I have it set to 15. It kind of helps you with how you slide on defense, which everybody knows that sucks. So, if you want, go ahead. Now, if you have 30 shooting badges, this is what you're going to want to do. Don't worry if you don't. It's okay. We're still going to show you which badges are most important to least important. And then afterwards, we'll do it with playmaking, defense, and finishing as well. So, for the first most important badge, I've never heard anybody say that range extender isn't the most important shooting badge. Argue if you want, but go ahead. Now, this after this, it really depends. Are you the main ball handler? Because if so, you're going to want to choose difficult shots next. If you're a corner sitter, you're going to want to choose catch and shoot next. That's really just how you play. Next, I'd say it's green machine and Deadeye. After this, it's really personal preference. If you don't have... The reason I haven't said Hot Zone Hunter already is because some people just don't have hot zones. They don't hit their shots that consistently, so they don't have hot zones. If you don't have hot zones, don't put a Hot Zone Hunter on. So until you get your hot zones, put it on a different badge, like corner specialist if you're a corner sitter. Volume shooter, I guess, works. Hot start works. But after this, after Hot Zone Hunter, I'd have to say, depends. Corner sitters, you're going to need corner specialist on. I personally like hot start because after you make like your first 3 shots, it's pretty hard to miss. Some people would go volume shooter. I don't really use that badge too much. And then if you're having like really hard time timing your release, put flexible on just to help you make your whites. That's all this badge does. It doesn't actually help with your green percentage. It just helps you make more whites. So if you had 30 shooting badges, well, if I had 30 shooting badges, I'd either have it set to this or this. I like deep fades personally, one of the more underrated badges. It's not the best badge, but I personally like it because for people that shoot a lot of fades and stuff, post fades, not like fading from half and stuff, that's not a post fade. I'm talking about actual post fades. But post fades can be pretty good, and deep fades is always a good badge to have if you're doing a lot of post fades. And now for finishing. So, first off the bat, we got the most important badge, Contact Finisher. Contact Finisher is easily the most important badge. The only way you can argue that is Acrobat if you cannot dunk and you take a lot of weird layups. After that, I'd have to say Slithery. Fancy's up there. Giant Slayer's up there. Lob City's always good. Acrobat's nice to have. And then I personally would put these 2 on gold. Now, occasionally I take off Giant Slayer just because contact dunks are pretty overpowered. So I might do something like that. Or put down Back Down Punisher just because. But my personal favorite set would be that. And now for defense. Most important badge right off the bat, Intimidator. If you don't have Intimidator on as your... If you only have 1 badge, 2 badges, 3 badges, 4 badges, Intimidator is always the most important badge, no matter what. After that, I'd have to put Pickpocket if you're a guard. First off, I'm going to do guards, so I'd put Pickpockets up there. Interceptors up there. Clamps, obviously. Chase Down. Tireless. Defensive Leader is good. If you have 30 defensive badges, Defensive Leader is good no matter what. Pick Dodger's up there. And then Pogo's pretty good this year too. So I would personally do that. Now there obviously are other ways to do it. Now for centers, you're obviously going to want Intimidator, Pogo Stick. Those are the 2 most important this year. Rim Protector's up there. If you're setting a lot of screens, you're going to want Brick Wall. Rebound Chaser is always nice to have. If you're a fast center, if you're one of those 6'9" centers that are really fast, Chase Down's up there, but I wouldn't really put Chase Down if you're not. Interceptor, Defensive Leader's a pretty good badge. Moving Truck's not the worst. Box is pretty good. And then Worm. That's what I'd put for you centers. Maybe Moving Truck isn't always the best badge. Maybe you'd rather put Rebound Chaser in Hall of Fame, Interceptor, anything. All of this is personal preference, but this is probably what I would put. And now for the Playmaking Badges. So, obviously, you're not going to have a center pure yellow. I mean, maybe you do. That's fine, but most people don't do that. That's kind of weird. One of the most important badges, I'm just going to do guards. Dimer's up there. You always need Dimer to help your teammates out. Bronze bailout. And then these are 3 pretty important badges to have, I'd say. These 2 are pretty important to have. If you were sketched out about Unpluckable last year, don't worry, it's a lot better than it was last year. This year, Unpluckable's up there. Downhill can be nice to have if you leak a lot. Lob City's also good. Needle Threader's not bad. But I would probably put... That's probably what I'd put as my guard. If I was a guard, I'd have that.